What's happening, everybody? As usual, I hope everyone is being safe. Hope you're taking care of yourself, but more importantly, I hope you're taking care of others. I got to tell you, time. I don't know what's going on with people. I really don't. I mean, I'm having these conversations, and people, I'm asking people, when are you getting? What are you doing? What are you getting ready? It's the same thing over and over again. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Listen to me. Time is both your most precious asset and your worst enemy. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day that goes by is time that is leaving your soul. It's leaving your body. You have to understand that time right now is our most precious asset. If I was giving this talk on time 5 months ago, it would be in a very different narrative. I would have a very different tone. But the simple fact is that time is not going to stop for anybody. Time is not going to wait for the perfect opportunity. Time is not going to wait for the stars to align so that you can get off your ass and finally get something going and get something done. This is out of love, so forgive me. Right now, people are not taking advantage of the time that they have. That's going to be on them. The excuses of time. I just want you to think about this for a moment. The time that we're living in right now is the greatest time for us to utilize every second of every day of our life to move us forward. Look, there's never a perfect time to take the plunge. There's never an ideal time to change your life. There's not. And I know it's scary, and I know it's frightening, and I know stepping into the unknown is something that holds people back and keeps them comfortable. But let me tell you something, as more time goes by, as more time is wasted, as you're spending more time doing the things you know you do not want to do, that's when the pain is going to set in. Because it's only when you take that step forward, it's only when you do take that plunge, do you realize that you have what it takes. You know you have what it takes. Everybody has it inside them. When are people going to unwrap this most precious gift that we were ever given in our lifetime? And that's time. And with modern medicine and everything else, we're going to live longer. What are you going to do when you look back and say, where did all the time go? You remember when you were in school and the teacher said to you, you have 45 minutes to take this test. Time meant something to you. Time meant so much to you. Time meant everything to you because a teacher told you you had 45 minutes to take a test. What about your life? What about your life? If I told you you had 45 minutes to live, what would you do at that time? What would you do? You have, my God, nothing is going to be perfect. Nothing. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is ideal. But time is slipping away. We are at you think about what is happening here. This vortex of time that we are in, where this economy is stopped, where everything is going on. And all people are telling me is, I'm not ready. When are you going to be ready? It's not the perfect time. There's never a perfect time. Everybody wants to wait until this falls into place or that falls into place. My God, my goodness gracious. There are people out there right now taking advantage of this time. There are people doing the things that need to be done. They're putting in the work that you are not doing. They value time. Don't let it pass you by. Time should be a motivator. You should ask yourself and look in the mirror, how much time do I believe I have left? Make believe you don't. Even if you do, It's got to be something inside of you that stops you from being so comfortable in saying that time is not, it's never going to be right. It never is. But my God, we are moving into a world, we are moving into the unknown. And nobody's excited. Everybody's afraid. Everybody has fear. Look, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but I've reprogrammed my mind. If this messed up head can do it, anyone can do it. I promise you that. It's up to you to reprogram and demanipulate yourself and look at time in a different way. Not time to relax all the time. Not time to stream Netflix. Not time to go and have a beer. It's time to plan and look ahead at what your life is going to look like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. If you are in the same place you are a year from now that you are today and you are unfulfilled, you've wasted all that valuable time. And what comes along with wasting time? Regret. I hate that word. Oh my God, I hate that word. I use it in so many Facebook Lives. I hate that word. I really do. But here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. How are you utilizing your time? Are you taking the time to exercise? Are you taking the time to fuel your body? Are you taking your time to reach out to ones that you love? Are you taking the time to work on your side hustle or your side business? Are you taking the time to prepare yourself to never lose your job again or have to worry about losing your job again because some schmuck up in corporate tells you, we don't need you anymore. You're irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable, but time is not. You can't replace time. You cannot. You cannot get the seconds back that you wasted. You just cannot do it. I just want this to be an eye-opener for everybody. After I finished recording my podcast episode today, I walked out. Are you true? Oh, you're in Glasgow. My God, I walked out and then I started having phone calls and conversations and everything was about time. Everybody has the same amount of time in every day. Everybody does. Everybody does. It's the way you utilize that time. It's the way you're spending that time. Listen to me. You could sit around and spend your time all you want complaining. I'm not putting you down for it. I am not going to put you down for it. You could spend that time complaining. You could spend that time blaming others. You could spend your time doing. It's not going to get you anywhere. What we have to do as human beings right now, and I say we have to start being human. Not just being human beings, but being humans. And reaching out to others and inspiring others by showing them and telling them what is it you're doing with your time. If you're doing something that's going to inspire somebody else, they're going to start working on it. That's what elevating others is all about. But time is not going to stop for you. The world is not going to stop spinning from you. The sun is not going to stop rising. The sun is not going to stop setting every single day. And I want you to think about right now. Stacy, I'm glad I looked down because you would have thought I stole that from you. Right now, during this pandemic, time is going by faster than ever. Nobody knows what day it is. Every day is like Friday. How are you spending this time? We've got to reach down inside and understand. I mean, look around. Just look around. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this beauty on earth. How are we spending our time? These trees are not going to stop growing. This sky eventually is going to get dark. Time goes, and it goes by fast. You know when it doesn't go by fast? When you're working, when you're applying, when you're putting every second of your day. And I'm not saying don't take a rest. Of course rest. You have to rejuvenate. But don't rest at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and watch a soap opera, or 11 o'clock and watch those ridiculous, stupid reality shows. Jerry Springer and all that crap? You really concerned of whose father it is? That's how people are spending their time. Yes, I'm getting in your face right now. And you people who are truly doing that stuff, you're feeling it. I know you are. You're like, yeah, I did tune back in again to see who the father was, this woman who slept with 5 people. Is that really worth it? Or is it worth it listening to podcasts, watching documentaries, building, learning, reading books, building a side business, to know that you are setting your future up? My God, it's been 8 weeks since this pandemic. I want to know how many people are prepared for when we come out of it. I really do. I really do. I want to know. You know, there's a Pink Floyd song called Time. You guys should listen to it. It's an amazing song because if you listen to the words, it's just slipping by us. Slipping by us. You can either use time to make a dull day, or you can use your time to make it exciting. Look, again, I know it's not easy. I know there's fear involved. I know that. But I'm telling you this right now. When you were little, were you afraid to jump off a high dive? When you were little, were you afraid to even jump in the pool? Were you afraid to go in the ocean? Were you afraid to ride that bike? Were you afraid to do those? Yes, you were. But in time, you became an expert at it. In time, you looked forward to doing it over and over again. Create something right now where you're going to wake up every day and know that you are going to dedicate the time to doing what you love. Not what other people are telling you to do. Not what other people are dictating your life. Don't let people steal your time, but more importantly, don't allow yourself to steal your time. It's going. As I'm talking to you right now, the clock is ticking. The clock is not going to stop. It is not going to stop. The moon is about to come out. The sun is going to rise again tomorrow. And guess what? There's going to only be a few percentage of people who are going to be advancing day after day and moving forward because of how they're spending their time right now. How they're going to spend it tomorrow. Are they going to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and work out? Are they going to go and get the fresh air they need in a safe place so they get the vitamin D on them? And then go back and read a book. Go back and do some research. Go do a podcast. Go research a new business. That's what I want to know, because if you're not doing that, you are going to lose. I'm telling you right now, whoever thinks we're going back to normal, whoever thinks that this landscape, this global landscape is not going to change, you're going to lose unless you utilize your time right now to set yourself up for the future that you want and to become the version of the person you want to be. Not just to yourself, but to your family and to the rest of humanity. That's going to dictate how you give back to the world. That's going to dictate how you grow. That's going to dictate what true success means to you. There's never a perfect time. Take the plunge. Make it happen. Start working on yourself right now. Do the things that are necessary, because I'm going to tell you right now, again, there are people around you don't even know. They're doing it silently. They're putting the work in right now, the work you are not doing. They're spending their time in productive ways to take advantage of this world when we get out of this pandemic. They're preparing, just like they did in 1929 during the Great Depression. 1% of this population, they were prepared. And they were good people. They gave back to the world. I'm saying being successful means giving back. It's as simple as that. But they understand that time is not going to wait for them. They understand there is no perfect time. My God, I look at this world. I look at how beautiful it is, even in this time right now, even this time of you want to call it sorrow, call it sorrow. You want to whatever you want to call it. You could put a title on it all you want. But guess what? Don't call it an excuse to waste your damn time. Because if you do that, it's over. I'm sorry. There will be people winning out there, a small percentage, because of how they're spending their time right now. But if you're going to use this pandemic as an excuse to get more rest and to eat Cheetos and to stream Netflix and to drink more beer and to order all this stuff, yeah, it is scary, Heather. It is scary. But at the same time, the unknown is where the magic is. Look at the most successful people who took the plunge. When Jeff Bezos left Goldman Sachs with a very cushy job in 1994 and went to spend Amazon, do you think he didn't fear the unknown? Do you think he wasn't afraid? But his vision of where he was applying his time was more powerful. Like the Elon Musks of the world, like the Steve Jobs of the world. You think about what these people accomplished because they conquered fear. They understand that if they can combine their time with what they feared, they ran right into it. If they knew that they feared something, that was a trigger for them to automatically go and accomplish it and do it and try it, because they knew that if they failed, they were one step closer to their goals, one step closer to putting themselves on a path to freedom and happiness. That is what it's all about. Don't give your time away. Don't waste your time. Start taking advantage of it and start getting yourself in motion. Educate yourself. Learn a new craft. Find out what's deep down inside of you. The time now is to find your passion and your purpose and apply that to something that you love. So every day you wake up, you are waking up and you are jumping out of bed and you're not wasting any time because you are so damn excited to get that friggin' day started. Unlike having the alarm clock go off and snoozing it and just wasting another 15 minutes of your time. You need something that's going to make you jump out of bed every damn morning and put a fire under your ass so you use the time properly. And again, like I said, and I'm not an apologetic guy. I know I'm getting in your face, but this is it. I took the plunge, guys. You don't know my whole story yet, and a lot of people don't. They just don't know it. You will know it soon, but if you truly knew what I have done in the past 3 months, 4 months, in order to go after my dream and what I've been doing with my time in order to make that happen, you'd be shocked. I think you really would be shocked. But I also think that it would give you a little faith in humanity to know that I truly do walk the walk. I just don't talk. I look, man, if you're unfulfilled, it's because of the way you're spending your time. If you're unfulfilled, that means stop spending that time going to that shit job. If you're unfulfilled, stop spending the time with the people you're spending your time with. Reevaluate that. Who are they? What value are they adding to your life? More importantly, what are they sucking out of your life? And if they're sucking time out of your life, that's a big problem. Listen, again, this all comes from love, man. I want to see people grow with the Elevate Others movement. I want to see people excel. I want to see people on a path, on a journey that they're never going to deviate from. Let me tell you something. Wasting time is just another derivative of fear. That's all it is. Fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. It really is. You were taught fear. It's time to unteach yourself what you fear. I can't keep saying the same things over and over again, but I'm going to say it. When you were born to fear one thing: noise. Everything else you fear. Taking risks, taking chances, doing something that you just know you want to do. You fear those things because you were taught to fear them by people who don't want you to do them. It's time for you to take your life back, but more importantly, take your time back and utilize it wisely. My friends, I love all of you. I really do. This movement's going to be extraordinary. I feel it in my bones. And I'm going to spend every waking hour making sure that this comes to fruition, because I want to share it all with you. So keep elevating yourself. Keep elevating others. BABAM. Love you guys, and have a great night. Peace.